his left. He's very athletic, but he's not going to be able to get away. And there's that guy again, Max Bullough. The guy is just so good at everything defensively.
For the second straight season, Michigan State opens its campaign under the Friday night lights, this year in East Lansing against Western Michigan. One of the leaders of that Spartan D, a unit which led the Big Ten in total defense each of the past 2 years, senior linebacker Max Bullough, who joins us from our campus studio in East Lansing. Max, before we get into the game against Western, let's talk about the situation. You guys, the only show in town on Friday night, really one of the only shows in the entire nation. Do the guys inside the locker room like playing on these kind of non-traditional college football nights?
Yeah, it's fun. You know, it's a change up, and really coming off of camp, you want to play as fast as you can. You know, you've been there for 3-4 weeks. You finally get to game week, and you really want to play as fast as you can. You've been doing the same thing for so long. You're itching to play a team with a different jersey, and we're just fortunate enough to do it on Friday night. You know, those are always fun games for us. It's a different atmosphere. You know, it's a different atmosphere starting on a Friday, let alone at night.
Max, expectations once again sky high for the defense. That happens when you lead the league in total D for 2 consecutive years, and you return not only yourself, but guys like Darqueze Dennard, Danico Sallin, Isaiah Lewis, Marcus Rush. I mean, quality names, all guys who got Big Ten recognition a year ago. How good can this year's Spartan defense be?
We think we can be special. You know, we think we really got something here. We need to understand and get back to where we were the previous 2 seasons. Make sure we do those things well, stopping the run, you know, keeping the scoring down. But we think that we can, you know, capitalize on some other things that we might not have been the best at. You know, turnovers, getting some more pressure on the quarterback, something we didn't do as well of a year ago. So I think, you know, the sky's the limit for this defense. We have the guys that can do it. We have the coaches that have been here. We have the right scheme. We just need to put it all in place and get to where we were last year, and then take that next step. And that next step is elite. So we need to understand how close we are, and also how much harder we need to work for it to get there. But we really think we got something special this year.
Max, I know sometimes when teams come off a season in which the 2 units, the offense and the defense, are kind of on polar ends of the spectrum, sometimes there can be a little infighting in teams. Did you guys have to deal with that at all last year, with as much as the offense struggled and as well as the defense played? And do you foresee that potentially at all being an issue in 2013?
You know, not at all. And a lot of people have questioned that. A lot of people have brought that up, and I can honestly say that there was none of that. You know, we were all in this together. Obviously, there's some frustrations within a game, whether that's offense to defense or it doesn't matter, defense to defense or vice versa. But, you know, when it's all said and done, this team stayed together. You know, these are guys of character. All of our teammates were best friends, you know, so it's hard to have that situation develop when you have such good relationships with the guys on all sides of the ball.
Finally, Max, this is the start of what will be your last hurrah, I guess. You're a Michigan guy, Traverse City and St. Francis. Obviously, you've got to play in front of your family and your friends now for 4 years coming up here at Michigan State. What's your career been like? Have you started to think about the fact that you're now coming toward the tail end of it?
Yeah, it really hit me. You know, it really hit me when we came into camp and I realized this is my last camp. You know, you do spring ball and you do winter conditioning and do all that, but when you really get into your last camp, that's when it really hit me, at least. And I'm excited. You know, I'm excited to end my career with an exclamation mark. I want to make this year something to remember, something that not only I remember, but Michigan State fans will never forget. You know, I want this year to be special. I think it will be. We've had a great camp, and all I could say is these past 4 years, they've been unbelievable. More than I could ever imagine, and whether it's because of my teammates, these fans, these coaches, my experiences on and off the field, it's been great, and I'm looking forward to even better things this year.
Well, that march toward a special senior season for Max Bullough begins Friday night when Michigan State plays host to Western Michigan right here on BTN. Max, thanks so much for the time. Best of luck this weekend.
Hey, thanks for having me.